Hey guys, I am back with another Life is Strange True Colors video. So this time we got more news about Alex and Steph. So two characters that we are most interested about for obvious reasons. Alex is the protagonist of the game. Everyone likes her so far. She turned out to be a great protagonist so far. And then Steph. Everyone's excited about Steph because we know her from Life is Strange Before the Storm, and well, everyone liked her back then. Now she's even more ideal. I am actually sometimes worried because it seems like Deck 9 likes to show characters in a very idealistic way. Like if you have a look at Rachel presented in Before the Storm, she was so great and everyone was crazy about her. But then again, she didn't really resemble the Rachel that we technically knew from Life is Strange. I know that happened 3 years prior, but still, it just seemed like they made her so ideal. It feels like they're doing the same thing with Steph, sort of right now. But yeah, never mind that. We got more news about Alex and Steph, and we got new gameplay. That's what's important. So have a look at the gameplay. So we can see more surroundings, Haven Springs surroundings. It's beautiful. We can see Alex playing on a guitar. We can see her hanging out when she gets to the town as she's still with the backpack. Obviously the very first scene of the game when she's talking to her former caretaker. Then Gabe showing her around. That's the piece that we already know from the trailer. But here's what's important. We found out more things about Alex. She is 21 years old and she grew up in Oregon. Now that's that's crazy because, well, Max and Chloe are from Oregon. I just wonder if there'll be some sort of a connection, sort of. Obviously, this is not an accident that they went for Oregon. That wouldn't be an accident. So I'm really excited to see what they come up with when it comes to Oregon itself. We find out that she's been suppressing her emotions, so technically her powers. And that's actually interesting because it feels like a metaphor, obviously. She's suppressing her emotions. She's trying not to show them around and she's been even hiding them. She's been self-isolating because she was afraid that she would harm people. And then in Haven Springs, she'll obviously open up. And it feels like a great metaphor. She's gonna open up to others. So I was wondering, normally in a Life is Strange game, we would sort of notice that a character is getting her or his powers due to an incident, a very emotional incident, usually. So Max and Chloe's death or Daniel and Esteban's death. Here we are starting game with a protagonist that already has her powers and has had these powers for many years now, probably 8 years. I think these powers as a result of her parents' death, possibly. That would be the sole traumatic event in her life that could have triggered these. And she's been obviously hiding them because she felt like she could be a danger to others. But only in Haven Springs she's gonna properly learn how to tame them, sort of. We also got more Steph footage. We can see that she has some tattoos now, that she's still rocking that dragon necklace. She has a bird tattoo, which she didn't have before. If you have a look at the comparison that they showed us, that probably stands for her being free. She's still a nerd. She's still into tabletop games. She's playing drums, which is so cool. She moved to Haven Springs because she was on tour with her former girlfriend named Easy. So there's a former girlfriend somewhere out there. And she fell in love with the town. So she decided to stay. Now she's running a record store and she's a local DJ. She's rocking it all. So no wonder Alex will fall for her. They told us straight ahead that it's possible to go for either Steph or Ryan. Like, they're not really hiding it, that Steph is a romance option. Like, they've been pretty transparent about it. You can read it on Steam and you can check it out in the trailers. I think they showed us a possible kiss scenario, which is that. It looks too ideal almost, again. But that's cool, I don't mind. Like, maybe we need more of too ideal instead of not ideal enough. There might be some tension between Steph and Ryan since, well, I think they will both fall for Alex and then Alex, so as the player will have to choose. Tell me, which one are you going to go for? Some people claim that Ryan, mostly because many will go for Steph for many reasons. We know her, she seems amazing, and Katie Benz is her voice actress, so there's that. I think a possibility of playing a tabletop game will show up at some point, which is great. This might be a fantastic tribute to Before the Storm. Maybe, hopefully, Chloe and Rachel will be mentioned by Steph. That would be fantastic. It might happen. We know that Steph will be swiping through a dating app at one point point in the DOC. It was mentioned somewhere on Steam, I think. Maybe, possibly, that's something that we discussed on my Discord, which you can join, by the way. Possibly Steph will mention Rachel. It just seems like Deck9 is more likely to make more references to Life is Strange and Before the Storm. I think more likely than Don't Not ever was, because they didn't really make that many references to Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2. And I think Deck9 will definitely go for references. Obviously, that's a big deal because Steph was a very good friend of Chloe. She had a crush on Rachel, so it's a big part of her past. She'll definitely talk about that at one point. Yeah, so new footage looks amazing. We finally got more of gameplay. It looks lovely, fantastic. Animations are great. It will be a pleasure to play that, and I'm so excited about that game. Stay tuned, we'll be posting more videos about Life is Strange True Colors. Do subscribe. I think only 20% of my viewers are subscribed, so we have to change that. Please do subscribe. It does help a lot, and I appreciate every single like and every single sub. Thank you again, guys, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye.